Last time on Red Mage Solo Challenge Review Thingy.
Objection!
Hello once again, this is magmawk. Just want to show you what I've been up to. I have the Fast and Ice 2 spells along with Fire 3, which will be very effective in our next task here. And go ahead and show you the weapons I have. Currently I'm using the Silver Sword, save the Dragon Sword for dragons when they pop up. And of course armor, we have the gloves and the more effective silver armor. And of course our status, which is greatly improved there. Now on to our review of past plot points. Warning, the following footage contains sped up spoilers and possibly chipmunks. Viewer discretion is advised. After getting the stolen crown and defeating Astos for the crystal, we return to Matoya's grave to give her back her crystal, and we can return the herb. Ungrateful wench. And with this herb, we can go back to the Prince of the Elves and finally wake him up. Give it to the assistant there, and yay, he wakes up. And the prince gives us the mystic key. What does this mystic key do? Open up several doors that we could not have previously opened, so let's take a look. Back in the Dark Elves castle, we find out there was a door locked with the mystic key. So let's open this door, and inside we find treasure. But oh wait, somebody wants to oppose us. No problem. Hit them with fire too. Burn them. And we win. Yay! Not too hard there. And inside we treasures, we found a falchion, a power staff, and a iron gauntlet. Unfortunately, these items won't be any use to us, as we can't equip the iron gauntlet, the power staff, and the falchion actually reduces our damage there, so no use of that, but at least we can sell them for big bucks. And back to Conrab we go here. And inside the castle we will find two doors locked with the mystic key. And inside these we'll find several important treasures. Quite helpful indeed. Not anymore, buddy. We find a saber, iron staff, a lot of useless junk that we can sell for gold. An iron shield, iron armor, and TNT! Yes, the important item in this castle. So let's take a look at our TNT. Uh-oh. Who set the fuse? And once inside the dwarf cave, we can finally use the TNT for its proper use and build a canal there. And our little dwarf goes bye-bye while we raid his little treasure-filled haven, including some minor items, our dragon sword, and of course our great silver armor, which allows us more protection and evade as well. And now we can finally well, isn't this just a happy little place? Gravestones everywhere, dried up land, and people crying about a vampire. What's this? The town was cursed? We must light the Earth Orb, and hopefully we can repair the situation. And our magic's going to get a little limited. Our only spell we can cast in white magic is Cure 3. Sarda does not fear the easels of the cave. Good for him. And in our black magic, we'll find out we can only use Fire 3. And if we go to a wizard, we can use Warp as well. And along the way, we'll find some useful information, including the Titan's Tunnel to reach Sarda the Sage. Something about an ancient stone making ships to float. And a northern world where there was once a prosperous civilization. The Titan lives in the tunnel. He likes rubies. I wonder if that's relevant. And of course the Earth Cave, our main goal, is to the southwest of here. But of course we're gonna need some help. How are we gonna do this? Get some armor. Wait a minute.
It's over 9,000!
Overused jokes aside, there's one more piece of information we can find. Our good friend, Dr. Oon. No, I never heard of you before. What are you doing here? Oh well. Anyways, moving on to the Titan's Cave, which I'll show you here on the map real quick. To the western part of Melmond. We find inside, through a little bit of travel, a blue Titan who's blocking our path. No one passes this road, jerk. So let's go ahead on to the Earth Cave here, located by the map, which is actually to the south and slightly west of Melmond there. And once inside, we find it's a little bit of a maze, to say the least. And let's go ahead and speed up the footage and show you what all we got here. And for our first opponent inside these caves, we find a bunch of asp. But fortunately, we are actually so strong that they start to run away. But we want to conserve our energy, so I'm going to go ahead and run away from them. And just to see what's inside here for fun, we find out that the chest is guarded by an Earth Elemental. Now these Earth Elementals are actually harder than the vampire we are seeking to kill. So let's power up with our fast spell. And as you can see, he hits for a tremendous amount of damage. With our fast spell, however, we can now hit for 4 times. Instead of 2, it doubles our speed. And I'm going to actually luck out a little bit here in this fight. This fight was pre-recorded for your sanity and mine. And as you see, we win. Yay! We're going to have a lot of these treasure chests that are guarded by Earth Elementals and other nasty creatures. But they can reap big rewards if we try hard enough. Now outside the cave, I ran into a little bit of trouble, as this was a trial run. As we go through this swamp here, outside of me running low on potions. Fortunately, there are actually some pretty easy enemies here, including our green ogres and regular ogres. But we'll reach some nasty ones, including the tigers, who hit double hit and critical hit very often. And they can definitely put a drain on our hit points there. But the big problem is coming up right here in about 2 seconds. Yep, ghouls and geists, those paralyzers. So I thought I could get a quick shot of fire 2 off, which will handily destroy most undead. But no, one has to survive. So that covers all of our plot points there. In our next video, we shall go further on down in the Earth Cave and defeat the vampire. Magma WK, signing off.